Hello everyone, I'm Chris Hernandez and this is the Weekly Report, a look at news from the city of Kansas City, Missouri. In April 2017, Kansas City voters approved an $800 million bond issue to fund a capital improvements program. That's for streets, sidewalks, flood control, and other infrastructure needs over the next 20 years. One of the big selling points for many voters was the possibility of an updated and upgraded animal shelter. While a new KCMO animal shelter is now one step closer thanks to an agreement between the Board of Parks and Recreation Commissioners and the Kansas City Animal Care Campus Group. The agreement calls for the KCACC to design, build, and operate the 60,000 square foot facility in conjunction with KC Pet Project. The city will contribute $18 million in Go KC funding over several years, and KCACC will contribute up to $8 million cash or in-kind contributions, as well as work to raise money for an endowment to help with future maintenance of the facility. The funding to relocate the Swope Park Disc Golf Course is also included in this agreement. The city will maintain ownership of the shelter when it is completed, and project construction will meet the city's minority hiring, workforce development, and 1% for art programs. For more information, visit kcmo.gov. More Go KC projects have also broken ground, such as a project that will improve pedestrian safety in the Beacon Hill neighborhood. The $3.5 million project near downtown's Hospital Hill includes water, sewer, and stormwater improvements, along with new pavement, curbs, sidewalks, streetlights, and landscaping. Forest Avenue will also become a one-way street through that area. Work is scheduled to be completed by the end of this year. The city has a website dedicated to citywide Go KC improvements. For more information on these projects, visit kcmo.gov/GoKC. Your input on the future of 18th and Vine is being sought, so please join us for a community engagement session on Tuesday, April 3rd from 5:30 to 7:30 at the American Jazz Museum. The 18th and Vine Development Policy Committee has hired HOK Engineering to help reimagine business, residential, and entertainment amenities in the Jazz District. This new video shows the momentum happening right now at 18th and Vine.
For the last 5 or 6 years, we're starting getting more and more people coming from all over. You know, you see people from Europe, you see people from Africa, you see people from everywhere.
I love where the district is going. The culture in the community down here is so rich. It's rich in love, it's rich in support. I really couldn't ask to be in a much better place. Very welcoming to new businesses coming down here, from the people to the friends to the family to the culture. It's a great place to be. We strongly encourage others to come down here and make 18th and Vine your home.
We're here today to celebrate the completion of the Datsun Industrial Flood Control Project.
The Datsun industrial area is very important. There are a number of employers in this area, adjacent residential areas as well. We have the ability to maintain flood control. It just creates stability.
We need to do what it takes to protect our citizens, and this is a great step forward.
Even a greater kudo to the people of Kansas City who decided that they wanted to solve these problems.
This project, I think, is just an example that together we can achieve more.
After these many years, this is a cause for celebration.
There we go!
In many ways, the role of artists in the city is to constantly prompt imagination. And I think a city needs to think of like the artistic speech of a city. What does that say? What is it? Is it the public art? Is it the symphony? What are all these sort of artistic elements of a city that give Kansas City its identity? So think of the artist community and the cultural community as part of the artistic speech of the city.
Well, I would like to see artists at the table all the time, not at the end, not as an add-on, but as an integral part of imagining, envisioning, of decision-making. Each of us has a realm of people that we're in contact with, that we influence, and that influence us. I would hope that attendees come away from today's presentation with a renewed sense of their own purpose.
The arts have this incredible energy, and neighborhood folks have energies, and there's all these forces at play, and that the outcome is just a better life.
This kind of conversation can be very stimulating for people on many different levels, and I'm hoping, I know that next time 3 artists are speaking, and I'm very inspired by those 3 people myself, so I'm really hoping the kind of conversation that we had today can be carried on.
Today we're breaking ground on a brand new Lowe's Kansas City Convention Hotel, which will mark a new chapter in this downtown Kansas City. And I want to tell you that for everyone who said it wouldn't happen, couldn't happen, shouldn't happen, sorry, you were wrong.
Kansas City needed a long-term partner to invest in, develop, and operate a best-in-class convention hotel. Lowe's Hotels has a storied history in owning and operating convention-style hotels and a track record of partnering with municipalities.
So not only are you going to see a couple hundred construction jobs over the next 2 years, but there will be some 600 to 650 permanent jobs at the Lowe's Kansas City Hotel for the men and women of Kansas City to take care of their families, send their kids to school, and be proud of their employer, Lowe's Hotel.
We have made Kansas City a better place to work, live, and play, and now it's time to invite the world in to join us. We're on track to build a brand new single terminal airport, making it easier for people to take it. It's not lost on me that the effort to get the airport and the effort to build a hotel are both 6 years old and both coming to fruition at about the same time. And we might be slow, but we get the job done. This project is a shining example of what we can achieve when we remember one very basic thing. If we're not working together, we're fighting. And if we're fighting, we're not accomplishing. So I think when you look around Kansas City today, you know that we've been working together and not fighting. And that is a tribute to the quality of people in the city, the quality of leadership in the city manager's office, the quality of the partners that we choose to associate with, and the quality of the people sitting in this room and other rooms like this that are committed to making Kansas City the absolute best place possible.
Come back up.
The Kansas City Fire Department celebrated a big 150th anniversary this week. The event was held at the site where the fire department started when the first pumper truck was donated. Also, the city manager topped off the event with the announcement of the new fire chief.
150 years ago today, just before 5 p.m. to be exact, Kansas City's first fire chief, Francis Foster, became the owner of the John Campbell Steamer No. 1, and this fire department was born at that time.
So, in August 1867, a steam fire engine company was organized, and a brand new fire engine was ordered from the H.C. Silsby Company of Seneca Falls, New York. The plan to purchase the engine with funds from the sale of real estate delinquent in taxes fell through when the county issued an injunction prohibiting those sales. John Campbell, a city councilman, then dug into his own private bank account for the $5,500 required to buy the fire engine.
You are respected nationally and internationally for the work that you do. You're recognized by our residents daily for the work that you do. You guys just earned a classification that very few cities are able to say that earned, and that is an ISO Class 1 department, and that is a tremendous compliment to your work, to your efforts, and to the investments that this city has made into building a world-class fire department. So on behalf of a grateful city, I want to thank you for 150 years. I also want to use this opportunity, and I thought it was a timely, momentous opportunity to announce your new fire chief, and I would like him to come forward. Chief Gary Reese has been appointed by me as your next fire chief, and he will begin his job now. Welcome aboard.
As we commemorate our 150th birthday, it's good to look back at our history and remember our humble roots. From the simple steamer fire apparatus that you heard about earlier, the Kansas City Fire Department has grown along with our city. Today, covering over 300 square miles, the men and women of the KCFD currently respond to 130,000 calls a year that come in through the 911 system. We put out fires, we give medical aid, and rescue people from a variety of dangerous and deadly situations. It's such a personal honor to have served with this department for 23 years. To the men and women of the Kansas City, Missouri Fire Department, I am not the show, you guys are. So go out, do your absolute best, and we will be here to give you every chance for success. God bless you, and thanks for coming today.
On April 3rd, the 1-cent capital sales tax, more commonly known as PIAC, will be on the ballot. The capital improvement sales tax was first approved by voters in 1983, so this is just a renewal. Now, this sales tax will provide about $70 million a year for street resurfacing, neighborhood and conservation projects, and funding towards replacement of the Buck O'Neill Bridge. For more information about the ordinance, visit kcmo.gov/vote. Be sure to check out the Mayor's annual State of the City address on Tuesday, March 27th from 4 to 6 p.m. as the Mayor presents the progress we are making as a city and explore what is on the horizon. The event will be live streamed right here on Channel 2, or you can watch it on our YouTube channel, or you can just go to our city's website at kcmo.gov. And that does it for this edition of the Weekly Report. To view this program again or any other of our Channel 2 videos, go to kcmo.gov/channel 2. That page has a link to our YouTube channel where you can view our programs on demand. I'm Chris Hernandez. Thanks for watching.